how to make money with your passion, or how to turn your passion into a stable income on the internet. Why does that actually make sense to do it? Like, I think it's one of the best investments you can make into yourself in your life. Like, just compare with me real quick. If you do something in your life that you don't like just in order to make money, I think that's a waste of your time. Compared to you do something that you really love, you help other people with, and on top you're making money with it. That's amazing. And if you're able to build a business on your passion and do that online, you create an amazing freedom for yourself in life. So my name is Robert Roth. I'm a professional online business mentor, and I'm specialized in coaching, consulting, training experts and agencies. Like, these are my clients I'm helping with. And in my personal life, I was always turning my passion into my income. And my whole career, 20 years, this is exactly what I did. And in this video, I'm going to show you 5 things that you actually have to do successfully in order to be able to turn your passion into your income, so that you make consistently enough money online in order to support your life, or even more. Like, point number 1 right away. Of course, you will have to know what your passion is, or maybe even you have to know what your vocation is if you want to go even deeper. And if you don't know it, then you will have to figure it out, right? So the question is, how would you figure that out? And quick answer to that is follow your interests, follow what you really love doing. Of course, if you walk that path, there will be certain problems coming up also that might be hurdles that are maybe even hard to overcome, but that's the basic way to get there. So, quick story out of my own life, so you can see how something like this could look like. When I was 16 years old, I already decided in a summer job I'm never gonna become employed. What I was interested though was programming. When I was 13, 14 years old, I decided to teach myself how to program computers. And by the age of 17, I started turning that into my first business while I still was in school. And I did that for 7 years professionally. And so in my early 20s, I actually, together with partners, had built a market-leading software in Austria, which was amazing to do. Amazing. I loved it. So I was just following the passion I had, programming. And then I decided there was enough computer for a while, and I'm going to do something else in my life. And I had 2 events happening. Like, they were pretty close to each other in that point in life. I was around maybe 23 years old, and I saw a personal development trainer on stage, and I felt like he really has his life together, and I was impressed by that. So I thought, like, wow, that could be a career path for me that I would really love. So I started becoming a personal development trainer, like invested a lot into myself first. And at the same time, I also had an event happen. I saw a boogie woogie piano player on stage who was playing with hand and feet, and everybody was dancing in the room. And I thought, that's really amazing, and thought, I'm going to become a boogie woogie piano player. So I had these 2 careers parallelly going on. Did that for 7 years also. And I also got booked as a personal development trainer by Chamber of Commerce in Austria, by some companies, and also by private people to help them out solving their issues. And also as a piano player, I was playing on festivals and concerts all over the world. And when I came back home from the biggest boogie woogie piano festival in the world, I decided to do something else again in my career. And that's how I went back into entrepreneurship and slipped into online marketing. That's around 6 years ago, when I also decided to leave Austria and travel the world. And I lived on a Caribbean island for the past more than 3 years now. And I just developed a passion also for online marketing, figuring out how that works. So this should give you a few ideas how that can happen to follow your passion, how that can really play out in your life. Point number 2 that you have to have in place in order to create a stable income online with your passion is you have to find a problem in the market that you're actually gonna solve and being able to make money out of it, right? Like, I'll give you an example out of one of my customers. He found a problem in the market that companies that do have a certain amount of employees do have. Like, for example, a company with 10, 20, 30 or more employees, they have teams, departments, and some of their departments might not perform to their best potential. So they might not communicate well, they might lose money, they lose time, and that's a problem for these companies. So he figured that out, and he's working with me since a couple of weeks, and we already have tens of thousands of euros pretty much coming in because we figured out how to sell that to these companies. And now, how would you figure out something like this? And I'm going to give you a few quick examples. Like, you especially go ahead, you open your ears, open your eyes, go where you can be of help with whatever you're good at, and you listen to the people, and they will basically tell you what problems they have. If you know how to ask the right questions, that helps. If you know where to do research, that helps, etc., etc. But you have to go to the market and figure out by listening, observing, researching what real problems they actually have. And if you want to know more about that, go ahead, subscribe the channel, activate the bell, because on this channel, this is where you learn more about that. Number 3 that you will have to have in place. Maybe you already have a solution for a problem out there. Or if you don't have one, you need to find the solution for that problem in the market that you actually found. And another example of one of my clients, like, his name is Sven. I can actually name him. I worked with him around a year ago, and he had never done any business. He was always employed, and he wanted to leave his country, wanted to make online income in order to support his family also. And what he did while working with me, he figured out, like, he has this one skill, how to build web pages, how to work with WordPress and build online funnels and all of that. But he did not know how to monetize that, like how to find customers, how to market properly, how to sell them, to turn them really into a customer, how much can he take for whatever he does for them, etc., etc. And we figured that out together, helped him figure that out, and then he was able within 3 months to make 2,500, 3,000 euros every single month, enough for him to actually leave his country, support his family. And now talked to him again 2 months ago or so, and he's making even more. So it's going well for him. He starts traveling more as well. So you have to either have a solution or find a solution for that problem, like a solution that's a real solution that works. Number 4, you will have to take money for what you are doing, money for the service that you're providing. And it might sound silly, but it's actually not. And I see a lot of people are failing at that point. And 2 main reasons are, number 1, if you think in how much are you making per hour, $20 an hour, $40 an hour, $60, $80, $10, whatever, and you switch that to, I'm solving this specific problem for a customer, and you start thinking about how much is that solution worth for that customer, you will be able to multiply your income. For the most part, if you also do have the right self-worth in place, you know how to sell, how to market. Because if some of these are failing, like, for example, I see that oftentimes the self-worth is not high enough. And what happens is you cannot stand behind your offer and you won't be able to sell it. So these are 2 of the main reasons I see why people fail. And if you want to learn more about that, and also about how to market, how to sell the right way, and how to develop the right mindset, subscribe the channel, activate the bell. This channel is for you. And number 5 that you will have to have in place is you actually will have to make a decision to turn your passion into your income. And maybe even though you don't know what your passion is or which one to pick, and even if you don't know how to find that problem in the market, how to sell, whatever, but once you make the decision, all the rest can come up. And maybe you need somebody helping you doing that, like maybe somebody like me. But let me also give you a few examples. Like, or one example out of my own life, like I'm a professional online business mentor now, but I was not always. But I'm taking 20 years of experience as a self-employed and entrepreneur. I'm taking more than 10 years of professional coaching experience in the personal development field and more than 6 years of online marketing experience, putting all of that together. And by making this decision, what it also means is I stopped doing all the other online marketing projects. So there was an affiliate marketing project I was running while I was also doing online business mentoring on the side, and online marketing agency that I was running, I stopped doing that and I decided to make this my main income. Why? Because I feel like this is really what I am meant to do right now in my life. I'm bringing together all my skills, all my experience, helping other people to step up their life and you can turn your passion into your income if you actually decide to. And that's what I'm here for. And you should be able to make enough money so you can not only support your life, but you should be able to live the lifestyle that you want to live. Like for me personally, it's the coolest thing to be able to travel the world, live on Caribbean islands or wherever I want, and at the same time help other people step up their career, step up their life, and getting paid for it. That's amazing. And you should have a career like this too. So if you like to learn how to build your online business based on your passion, help other people with it, and make good money with it, subscribe the channel, activate the bell. See you soon.